once or twice. So let's see what they can do up against M80. This should be a confident display, a confident opener for GamerLegion. British coach v British coach, Harry, except one of them is in the server. So Depth picking up the nades for the team is no surprise. They show outside, they come back to lobby. Not a ramp stack, which is often traditional. It's just Kios back at Hell. Going to be spotting and letting them down lower. But they don't have a kit for a retake, so this could get dangerous if M80 just go for a B drop here, faking the upper site. Def will keep his eyes on the door. Snack should have this kill in a box, and he'll take it, but the ramp hit comes through.
Yeah, and GamerLegion already look aware of this. Snacks drops immediately down the vents once he sees Def back dead in the doorway. acoR already here as well on the dual Berettas. Oh, the doors are getting... Oh, he hit that. That's crazy. Quick 180, but the bomb planted in a 3v3. Pistol locked in for Malbs, but just the one and done. It's left to Reck, and Slacks left up in this one in the 2v2. They've got a good crossfire set up here. Slacks tries to bait them in. Peeking out from the mini ramp, he's got their attention. Oh. They're the ones landing the shots, and so GamerLegion, they will pick up that pistol round.
Surprised Slacks goes so wide so early. It felt like he was perfectly set up to sort of bait his teammate at the back of the bomb site who actually had his cross. Doesn't need to go full swinging there before Reck has contact. I felt like a bit of an overstep in the post plant, but the pressure is there. He's in a very uncomfortable position in the open.
Yeah,
both kills come through.
I think as well, like GamerLegion had a very, very good. They knew exactly what that crossfire setup was. They come out, one guy fighting the sight man, the one trying to be the switch to the bait of that ramp player, and so well isolated, well dealt with from GamerLegion. M80 do pull up with a force buy here. Very light on the old util. They lob out one of these smokes early to allow them a bit more security out in the yard. Snacks, one step ahead of it again as fast drop down towards lower. Always was a guy who loved playing around the vents. Ooh, he saw all he had to see, and that nade will do some good damage to open up the round.
Try swing in the yard, but this AK hits hard here for Swisher. Big trade that could give them hell control, but they won't actually go for it. For the rest of the round, GamerLegion will be paranoid about main. Is there a lurker waiting outside? Snacks goes investigating as the rest of M80 group up back in lobby. Feels like such a gamble at this point. Where the GamerLegion have their numbers? 2 ramp, 2 upper. This is not an easy hit. I don't know if they'll be ready for Volt in the corner in this position. Kios playing first, might give them a way in. He gets a second chance at life. Volt set up to succeed now after 1 kill. He's wide, and the bomb goes flying. So 30 seconds, and they're on a recovery mission.
Yeah, that bomb is at least retrieved, but it's like, what are you going to do with it now? They don't get the foothold they were looking for out at ramp, and that really only leaves them with one other option. Oh. That option's being considered, as it should be. Isaac up on top of the hut makes quick work of Swisher, and for Reck, you know, what can he even hope to do here? He's got 10 seconds and not a hope in hell of winning the round, so he just bows out of it and saves this Galil and Armor into the next. Yeah, you know, that push over at ramp, that's GamerLegion having 2 players there, right? They had the Hell player kind of rotate over and Vault, and then they're so dedicated in that portion of the map. Eventually, as the time is ticking down, they try to get that little leg up, that little bit of info on the re-aggression back into the lobby. And even though it looked like the timing could have eluded them, they're able to spot it on Kios first, and so that just sets Volt up over in the corner.
I like how Volt doesn't hide there as well. It's easy to hide, but it lets M80 clear Hell and then check his position. He plays wide enough that while they're checking Hell, he can still get that kill, and their crosshairs in the completely wrong place. He doesn't give them the chance. GamerLegion get rid of that force buy. It's just the saved Galil. And itty-bitty pistols that will get made quick work of, you'd hope, especially by this MP9 acoR. Farming that AWP money. The rifle's gone as well, and it's up Tibbity topside, so M80 will not be picking it back up anytime soon. GamerLegion in no hurry, but this round should be theirs.
Go on, Snacks. Go do it to him. Well, you all know you're gonna. You don't need all the pageantry of waiting around. Oh, you're playing it smart. Dodging the flash. Don't want to give anything away.
Ooh.
His teammate will die.
Oh,
That's been spotted.
Okay.
And that wasn't really.
Right.
I think acoR thought it was going to end. But cleanly done on the MP9. And you said, make that AWP money. He really does. 4 kills in the round. He is now very rich indeed.
Does he buy it though? Does he drop his, oh, here, take the MP9. I need to upgrade. It's a gun round. I have to upgrade. I'm sorry. Or does he play it one more? Damn, he really going to run it back. Doesn't even really have a spawn, so see what he's going to do with it.
Already, they're like a little, M80 are like a little wounded here as well as a result of that second round force by save. Reck just has to bite the bullet, play Tech 9, but he's at least got util. Kind of a slow default here early on with some outside util going down for M80. They want to try and at least give the impression that they're taking some control outside, but this smoke's about to blow open, and that will leave Swisher a dead man.
So, I mean, even if the smoke doesn't blow open, there's 2 players secret, and they will make their presence very well known. Def gets blown out of the server. 5-on-3 now. Upper hits your last hope, and it just gets smoked. Volt even dropping into the back of the site. They may have heard that, but it's not going to stop them. This is their only option.
Yeah, good crossfire set up here between the CT vent and backside, and it's going to make life miserable for M80. That was a perfectly kind of teed up crossfire to deal with that exact crunch out through upper. The molly, even though it was burning out, the back vent player wasn't given long enough to actually displace him and force him wide. And so GamerLegion collect a 4th round. They don't really break a sweat while they do it.
Yeah, you have to just feel bad for M80. I think the desk put it well. That's the only way you can feel about this team right now. What a just awkward time to lose your in-game leader. And of course, best wishes to Manx, but it really makes it hard to believe in this squad for this event and for the upcoming RMR. And some great pieces in this team despite that. Maubs, the Guatemalan sensation we've been talking about for a couple of years, ever since the online era. And Swisher, one of the better North American players or American players that we've seen have an ample amount of time in Europe, playing on teams like ATK in the past, coming to ESL Pro League before. So the experience is there, and it's only increasing here, but it just feels like expectations as a result of M80's situation are very low. How often do you really see coaches, play and actually get results? It's been a long time. Especially for Dev.
I've seen some Berry moments.
Yeah, sure. Berry, one of the better options. One of the options. Swisher does sneak down. Snacks knows, but he doesn't know how many. Heard a tippy toe. He's going to go hunting here. And they want to pop out Hut.
One thing I'm kind of already a little worried about is they're not really too phased by these outside smokes of GamerLegion. The attempt at conditioning that M80 have done here falls on deaf ears. The top side play is locked out. And Snacks is still chasing this kill, but he's made it up to vent.
Chasing Ghost.
Traded places.
Where's he gone?
Come on, Snacks. Get up there. He's just going to hold the vent rotate for now. Stop them from dropping down with the bomb in tow. We'll be able to find Isaac, but any more from Swish's Deagle? It's just the one, and Snacks is there to save the day and keep it clean for GamerLegion. The vent man.
Sus.
Yeah, he just vented. Look out.
Well, in control fully, our GamerLegion of this map. No doubt about it.
And it was an Among Us reference.
Yeah, the kids got it, don't we?
You ever played Amogus?
AWP out for Slacks, the German AWPer coming to North America. Exciting time. And he definitely, got our eyes on him in Europe, so want to see what he can do here. Isaac has no respect, but Malbs teaches him a lesson or two. Snacks back in spawn. He's been very diverse with the positions he's played in this map already. And he's going to get that first kill, but M80 control round the backside of GamerLegion. Meanwhile, acoR lobby take, but Malbs is ready for this, and the barrel will give you a heads up, but he turns at the wrong time. 3-on-3, huge equalizing shot for acoR. Reck gonna check rafters, make sure no one's in heaven from this position. They nade it, that should make it pretty clear. Meanwhile, M80 go down lower.
This is nice though, right? Like the lobby clear from this double push of GamerLegion. They're piecing together where this looks like it's going to end up. It could be a red herring, right? If reck is able to like get the info that this top site is empty, EOS dies down at lower. But reck's not to know that. Herd on the ladder dropping down, and when you see him dropping, you know that now they're committed. They're sticking to their guns on this lower play. Slax is holding the but the kill comes in. It's a clash of the AWPers, a 1v1. Slax versus acoR.
Ouch.
Flash dodged, but it still makes contact. Slax is scoped in on the angle. Meanwhile, creeping through the site is his AWP counterpart on the other side. It is a tall order here for Slax, but he's got that bomb to play with. Hunting him down, a missed shot on the AWP, and with each missed shot, acoR gets ever closer. He'll pick this one up, securing a 6-0 lead for GamerLegion.
That feels like such a misplay for M80. They get reck in heaven, and you know, maybe he was like the insurance policy. If they don't get a kill down lower, they come up vent, and he splits A with them. But he just fires off into vent. I don't know if he's like jumped the gun and just thought he saw someone and shot. He shoots the vent, and then he just drops hell. He can hold vent rotate. He can late lurk ramp. Instead, he just drops hell. That feels like such an oversight of his position, which is really powerful in a post plant. They were going to plant without him anyway. They didn't need him there. Plays way too early. And acoR comes up, of course, with a clutch. This guy's known for him on the AWP. 11-1 on the Danish AWP. Going to go back through the smoke. Let Snax get up to his typical tricks.
It's beautiful. You said it last round, but he has been very diverse with how he's approached out in the yard, and there's something so beautiful. A decade on from, you know, his run and trophy lifting Katowice, a decade on, he's out here in the yard instilling that same terror that he would have.
Some things never change. We've got so much Polish representation at this event. It's great. And not just Rebels taking down Cloud9, Taz in G2, Man2, the Ents core as well. It is great to see acoR's picked Slax as well. So that AWP battle right now is being won out, but the ramp rush has a response. Snax gets flashed into a fight, Swisher's not blind, and acoR's got to save the day again.
Yeah, right now there's a lot of gaps all across the map. For M80, it's about finding the right one, and they know that yard is basically off limits, but these players are trapped somewhat out here, having to drop that smoke to try and fall back, and Isaac knows that he kind of has to tighten the grasp. He kind of has to go for this because they've conceded so much room everywhere else. You need something from this outside control, and he'll go get that now. acoR's ready for the ramp play. And so what looked like a golden ticket for M80 here, like they had a real shot of winning this round, has quickly turned against them. The drop down lower feels obvious now to GamerLegion. They've successfully pushed and prodded and poked the bear back into a corner. And this one's just a cub. Coming in with the club, it is Isaac. Looking to finish the job. Fast down the vents, acoR knows they haven't made it this far. With B control held from GamerLegion, you know they're stuck in the site right now. You know the M80 are trapped on top of one another. It's claustrophobic, it could be awkward, but can they do it? Malb's dead, it's Def. Gonna have to stand tall, and he can't find that opener. Defuse secured, and a flawless scoreline still coming through for the GamerLegion squad as they're yet to drop a round to this wounded M80 squad.
Eviscerated in that post plant, nothing short of it. Malbs is trying to, you know, bait Def as hard as he can, respectfully as he should be, but great swing out of the window, and everyone comes in together to trade. No trade required. acoR is playing a phenomenal game right now. 13-1. That flick on the close ramp player that he's not aware of, or at least not ready for. He is causing a lot of problems right now for M80. It's going to keep them stuck on inner and playing towards ramp. Going to go running outside again. Snax getting caught. Heads up fight won by Swisher. He's had a couple of them in the yard. Isaac with his back turn. They're running for him. Smoke comes down. And M80 being methodical. They have been outside. They've definitely been using their util well. But acoR does not care. Hits his. Does finally miss a shot, but lives to tell the tale.
I can't believe he goes back. Like, after that.
He's confident right now.
Goes back in for more.
Nice.
Loses kios's down in secret. And so now acoR knows he's got to keep fighting. He doesn't want to let them cross. He doesn't want to give up this gap in the setup for GamerLegion. And don't worry, there's always another one, right? isaac now replenishing the lost ranks up in secret. Comes in with another backstab. Just a second late. Wow, acoR is so fast right now. This guy absolutely destroying M80. 3 kills to the good on acoR's AWP. isaac moves in.
No.
Can't quite finish off the planter, and so acoR's got to do it. 1v2. Needs an ace clutch if he wants to win this. He has been lights out. They are terrified of heaven, but they turn their attention back to main, and they put a stop to acoR's reign of terror.
You wonder what that round would look like if he didn't get blinded, but because he's blind, he didn't realize initially that that molly failed in heaven. It actually landed in the ladder. We're seeing that a lot nowadays. And so the molly explodes, and he could have re-peeked out. I think he would have re-peeked out heaven, but he resets, goes with his teammate, makes a lovely play through the smoke, almost catches Slack's planting. There's that molly bursting. And then, yeah, you get re-smoked in main. He had to go through. Good check for Malb. 7-1, a round on the board for M80. It's something. And GamerLegion immediately tack timeout. Of course, the manager of M80 now substitute as coach.
And, you know, you got to dress for the occasion, right? And certainly has delivered in that regard.
Sicko showed up with a suit at Pro League as well. The best dressed GM, potentially. An M80 build, or is it just a one and done? Look at this yard take. They don't even need it. Snacks has been fine. acoR's been fine. You don't need 3, but they're ready.
You clear the first man. That's when isaac gets him. Missed shot from acoR. Haven't had to say that really yet.
They both miss. Back to ramp instead.
Yeah, just a flash through. That molly should come just in time. They have to smoke that off, and so they will look to move through it. acoR's here lending a helping hand with flashbangs out from hell, and that will stifle the ramp take somewhat. They've at least crossed Malbs onto the boxes.
Oh, he hit
there's
him.
one tag. Spamming, both AWPers giving it a go.
They both hit it. This is the round on this play for keoS. If he goes back up and he dies, B is open, but acoR's going with him. The timing is great. What? Oh, they thought it was clear. Anything but. keoS not ready for more. They were both behind the box, and now M80 can drop. But they choose against it. 40 seconds. Got to make up your mind. They want to do this silently. Ish.
Well, it's subjective.
GamerLegion, just because of the slowdown, think there's a lurker to worry about. They only saw 2 on ramp, but everyone was there, tucked in. So M80 are going to get the plant here. It's going to be a more standard retake and no kit on any of the living players. You should save, really, from position alone. They gambled upper, and they're going to just throw in the towel. So a respectful round for GamerLegion as M80 back-to-back.
Yeah, this is kind of juicier now for M80. Suddenly, you know, this was looking pretty dire. I don't think that's breaking news. It was a 7-0 start for GamerLegion, and they were winning everything. Oh, and acoR was like, you know, just kind of flying around the map, destroying everyone. But you finally manage to walk away, not just now with 1 round, with 2 in a row. Good slowdown in the mid-round to catch that re-aggression of keoS back up the ramp. And so maybe they can build something up upon this after all. It's not the most stable structure yet for M80. It's still got some ways to go, but they're at that point where the money started to run out for GamerLegion.
I love that setup as well, right? It's double-layered, deep dish, outside push. Extra cheese. Even if you clear under main, you're not clearing the close player, or the closer player. So nice setups for GL so far in this game. And that's without even talking about acoR just running rampant. This time they'll leave him to his own devices. Smoked out though, full wide wall. So M80 can get down to secret for the first time in a while. The break comes through a bit early. There's another nade for it. acoR sends it, and Swisher avoids. But already Snacks has rotated down lower, and this is all just a bit of a lurky boy. Might see Swisher come in late main on an upper hit, but M80 need to do their due diligence and get rid of the util. That's the final smoke being used at 115, so M80 already are in a good position, having a lurker tucked in, unknown about.
This is actually a really good layup to the round for M80. The smokes and the fact that they never really saw what was happening there, they didn't have like the util to keep breaking them apart, has put the fear in GamerLegion that M80 have made it down secret. And because they've been slow all game long, you're keeping both those players down there. Snax isn't really in the position to go get the info that B-Low is clear. And so right now, this whole round is hinging on just 2 men in this upper site. Isaac delivers the first. Now that you've seen that, Snax is going to look to get a bit more activated down on lower.
Nice
Trying to play into the round. They've even brought in a third man to help out on this upper site, and so the kills come freely. Volt given that one. acoR's AWP rings out with another. And M80, it looked like they had a chance in this round, but none of the openers go their way, and so they just have to give up.
To me, that's just disappointing because M80 do everything they need to do to set up the round. Like we said, 5-on-5, they burn all the util, they have Swisher in a great position, they're not getting threatened outside, and then they dry walk door and they dry walk hut, and then they get AWP peaked. You know, they don't, sure, maybe you're relying on Malbs going contact and getting that entry kill, but does the whole round relies on Malbs walking out door in a 5-on-5? I would love to have seen main smoke, double flash, molly, CT vent, you know, some more util to actually support that hit. And M80 could have, you know, run out upper together. Sure, GamerLegion, they knew it was coming, but to think that is the round, that kill right there, is a bit disappointing given the layup M80 gave us.
Yeah,
which never gets a chance to play.
A little bit faster here, a little bit faster out through the door. Malbs has made it in. He's made it in. Malbs is dead. Oh God, Volt. Ooh, missed shot for acoR, but they can never seem to finish him. Swisher finally will. And so that AWP is at least dealt with outside. Swisher's trying to exert a bit more control here, telling the rest of his team, slow it down.
So much room, but they just know about him. And Kios is repositioned perfectly.
Swisher needs to, and he's got no real way of knowing this, but he needs to go searching over towards Hell. That's probably his best bet. If he does try to come through main, that's kind of exactly what Kios is there to put a stop to. And he knows that, like, he's the one kind of 100% player. He's the one guy they know about. So he wants to be making some moves here, and he does hit the timing. Nice. He's threaded the needle on this. Kios just went back behind the box in spawn, and that gave Swisher the chance to cross into main.
Gonna swing with a flash. Volt on such low health. It's up to Snax making a heroic play through the vent. He's going to go flying on a timing. M80 again go cold. They go slow, and the flank finally comes through. The Slax tries to creep his way up to Hell. He might be able to get this outside trade, but there's 20 seconds for Reck to win it solo in the site. Finding Kios outside. He needs this plant. No! Slax jumps wrong. God. They hear it. That might be the round. Dead in the water. Reck, he can go for the plant, but they will rush him down. Snax is coming back up the vent with the backstab, and it's GamerLegion back on the board. Oh dear, messing up the heaven climb, Harry.
Yeah, that's
unforgivable.
Oh yeah, that one does hurt.
Oh, that's not a mistake you expect to see at this level. Like you've got to really go round that you know, pot to get up.
There's so little time left as well. Like, he just has to commit up through heaven at that point, and like, you're hoping with every bone in your body. If your Slack's there, you're like, I'm crossing my fingers that no one's heaven and that they didn't just hear that. You die immediately to the M4, and you only have, you know, you're kicking yourself. You only have yourself to blame for it.
Just a couple of little mistakes for M80 have really left them in a hard position in this game. And sure, Dev 0-10. Can't even really be blamed. He's been, you know, carrying the bomb, throwing nades. It's not been in an enviable spot, and he will get shot through the smoke in this round. So 2 kills outside, and the ramp pop into Kios.
Yeah, a little late on the cross down lower, but he will get out of there just barely as they flood in past him. Double molly. acoR's AWP fires off, and so now you know you're going into at least 2. That probably means GamerLegion have pieced this one together. And for M80, hearts sink into their chest. Even that bomb plant is not a guarantee, and it will get denied. Swiped away from them. 10 rounds on the half for GamerLegion. A crazy dominant performance with acoR as the front man. Well, acoR's having a field day right now, just kind of playing with M80 in this one as he sits top of the board, 18-3. The rest of the gang all looking good behind him. M80 couple of one and done rounds in, well, sorry, a little streak of two rather. But yeah, you know, kind of struggled to get anything going here. Bit of a sad state of affairs there. GamerLegion, the real talking point for me, just how good they're looking here. Yeah. acoR especially. God, if you love a fast AWP, you're in the right place. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, to M80, I say GL, HF. They need the first more than anything right now. 2 rounds on the T side of Nuke. Let's see what Isaac's got for us. He's been all the talk of the town as of late for GamerLegion. Definitely had some great games individually. Got a cross into main. Look at Snack. Sneaky boy through a smoke. Some things never change, as we said in the first half. He'll keep it going. Def gets picked on the top site. Slacks at the back of it. He'll land his and then some. Slacks with some phenomenal shooting, and they may have a chance here. Pistol in their pocket, and Isaac, can he stop it?
Well, he's got to come up the vent, so automatically you don't feel good about it. And Reck will live up to his name as he locks Isaac out of the round. Pistol secured for M80. That attempt to sneak in through their own main smoke and split the top site falls on deaf ears thanks to some keen trigger work from Slacks, holding on from the back of A. This was beautiful. Love this sequence for him. GamerLegion actually just going to take the full eco here. They want to bring out the rifle as fast as they can. And I think that makes a lot of sense. They've still got a lot of breathing room here.
Oh, that's, yeah, no, it's all under control. That's what I mean. Got to run though. 10 health, smoke drop, they can go through. They have Glocks after all. Oh dear, this might be a rifle and a bomb plant. Nice third kill, or second kill rather, for Mavs, but they're on hunt coming in from behind. A bomb plant is a win, and acoR's got it. That's a big dub. Did the gun fall out the map into the water? I think it did. He takes one more with him. That's awkward. M4 literally drowning right now. It was there. Nice catch, Jay. But a round's a round, and M80 have doubled them in this second half.
Did acoR living like a seedy accountant right now, like just finding the way to squeeze maximum money from all of these situations. First half, he farmed up like what, 4 kills on the MP9 to propel him forward. That round there, manages to get the bomb plant, 2 kills on his Glock 18 as well. Love that for the guy. He's now loaded. He's now rich.
And I want to see this AWP battle again because Slacks definitely got the worst end of the stick in the first half. I don't think he got an AWP kill on acoR. acoR definitely won that out the other way. Can buy it, don't need to in the first gun round of the half. And so he'll just go for a flat rifle buy. 10-4. But the only positive is for GamerLegion. Def on the board. I didn't realize he just got a kill in that round. Good for him. He was handing out fist bumps. He wasn't getting tilted. Got to hold this team together. Ooh.
Slacks to go try his hand at the opener out in the yard. Now they know about this AWP down in secret. As a result, he doesn't really want to hang around here. He has to keep himself mobile on that AWP.
Swisher with a very hard position to play, where you put your star often, the rifle outside. But with the game GamerLegion been having in the yard, they will meet him right there instantly in this rifle round. Slacks puts this AWP in the door. Timing is everything that they're coming in, and he'll get his opening kill. Def even trades places. Great position for Def to late activate, maybe get this kill on Volt, somehow gets obliterated. Slacks through the smoke, and Snacks does the same as he runs through main. It's a 2-on-2 with GamerLegion in the sight.
Snacks even picks up the AWP. Out from heaven is Malbs on that jiggle. Good damage found to acoR. Pig that might have felt risky, but he gets his rewards from it.
And they trade?
Hell yeah, they can. Trade offer just came through. Snacks, you got a mobile authenticator. I know it's an app on your phone. Nope. It's still just locked in limbo.
Sorry, bro, I'm scoped. Oh, damn, they really don't even swap. You don't want to get caught doing it, but had ample time. This reroute is ballsy as well, but they've hit a good timing. Back through door. No kit, they've got to be quick.
Oh, acoR's right behind them. Oh, the AK was the right choice. And Swisher's even played his hands. Go on, Snacks. Show us why you saved that AWP. He gets it.
Come on, stick around. Let's go. That's why you're alive all the time, boy.
Vibes are good in the GamerLegion camp. That's a good sign. Definitely, I want to say an underrated team. Like, I don't think the expectation is there, like, oh, they're not in the conversation of, oh, they must be progressing to groups. This team will definitely do it, but I certainly think they should be one of the 8. Even if they're not in the top 4. And right now we're getting a good look out of them, even if it is against a wounded M80. Snacks goes for hero timing play, but Snacks starts by holding silo, so M80 with a 5-on-4 in what is a 4-spy round.
Outside smokes go in, and one man here to push up behind it. It's Isaac. He does have more players in tow. Swisher, I like this little jump check, but Isaac, seemed aware of it, was crouched down. Still, Swisher got the info. acoR going to try his hand at the trade, and he will get it up over the red box. That's the confidence that a 22-5 game gives you.
That's crazy, yeah.
Slacks, he has been very nimble on this AWP. Might be a big gun, but it's not weighing him down. Always keeping them guessing. Oh, God. We just saw that like it was,
Got stuck
I
to
don't know,
him.
what's it called? Baseball? Is that the one? He just caught that in his big glove.
Double hop, but they know it's double hop. Mabs has to cover from heaven. Oh, that's a dink through the box. akiOR wins it. They know there's 2 more here somewhere. Where have they gotten up to? They could be backside. They're not backside. They're in the hut. Wallbang. Oh, Def is on solo health, but he doubles his kills. Goes for a little bit more. Out of ammo. And it's going to be a 2-on-2. reck getting caught. And acoR looking to finish the job. Not much time. Is he going to go down? Little smooth jump down the vent. Attempted. He's waiting for this kill, but he's wasting time. 11 seconds. He wants the frags. And acoR, cocky boy, will get punished. 5 rounds for M80. A bit of a mess. I love that acoR held on, but I don't love that he went back up.
If anything, it was like a classic example of CS timing, wasn't it?
Yeah,
like, he holds that for way longer than
he should.
Any, like, you know, regular person would have done in that situation. And the moment, even then, when he's played it to the extreme, he looks away. That's when the swing comes out. Just pistols for GamerLegion. And reck is licking his lips at that prospect. 2 in the door early. Def, go on. Yeah,
Nice.
There's 1. There's 2. Go on, Def. You've got a taste for it now, buddy. Go get the 3rd. He's down to the P2K. Don't take this from him. Come on. Don't take it from him. Yes, Isaac. Drag the round out. Let him get closer. Maybe even reload the MP9 if he's feeling brave. We're all in on Def right now.
Slacks is jumping and trying to wallbang the roof. Go on,
Letting Def go first.
Go on,
They're letting him go first.
If this hits.
If this ain't gonna hit.
Oh,
Def, the sacrificial lamb. We'll always remember him for that.
You did that.
Fed to the deagle.
I actually respect this sweaty drag out for Isaac. You know, he just wants a kill, Harry. He just wants a bit of damage.
Never say the phrase sweaty drag out ever again.
Yeah, okay.
That's banned.
Noted.
Oh, it's interesting now.
1v5?
Not super, but maybe a little more. Malbs will stop it before it gets any more exciting. I don't know if we could take any more. 6 on the board for M80. Trying to make this happen on their CT side. I mean, 4 of the 5 rounds played going their way. They are making a case for themselves, Hugo.
Are they? Okay.
Well, you know.
Yeah. The fake MP9, what do you think about that? The fake flash? throwing the MP9. Bit big for a flash.
I don't know. Depends how close the flash was to hit. And then we saw Kios, mate. That nade looked like the moon when it ended up in his POV.
Oh, Isaac spawned through the molly. Slax knows, and we're starting to see Slax definitely warm into this game, right? First half, there was a lot of head-to-heads against acoR. Fair enough, you're losing that. But now you're putting him against Rifles, running it. He's definitely looked a lot better. So, okay, maybe the case is to be made, Harry. Because as mobile as Snax was CT, Slax is the same. Goes back to ramp with the orb. Great position for it as well. Very dedicated though, and it doesn't look like they want anything to do with ramp. Oh, in the fade.
And acoR started to miss a couple here. A couple of key chances that he's had to get the openers, and it's a lockout.
Nice.
From Def and Reck in the top site. 7 on the board now for M80.
Glasses are off.
The difference. This is starting to happen. And there might be a case to be made, and if there is, who better to call than the man stood behind M80 right now? I got a parking injunction, and this is my lawyer. I'm screwed. Can you get a I don't know what the word injunction means.
That sounds American.
And I don't drive, so I wouldn't have either of those things.
Well, it's not your problem then, Harry. It's not your car. I certainly hope it's not mine. Although I can't find my keys. Oh, Rory. What the hell?
I think we just heard Slack say, I've killed them outside a bunch. They're not coming outside.
He isn't wrong.
That's his read on the situation.
We've got Tech9 by. It might be a just quick upper hit here for GamerLegion. They got a molly, get that hot roof, go for the upper hit. You know, that round was similar to one M80 did T-side, where they kind of just amble outdoor with no nades. And it's, as we've seen in this game, not the most effective strategy. Upper pop. They will not relent. Slax hits his. He's read it right. They're not coming outside or out into the site because double kill coming through. 3 from M80, and they make it easy. Dev has recovered very well. 7 kills now from the coach-made captain of this M80 squad. 11 and 8. Baby steps, but it's walking. acoR can buy an AWP now. I hope he does. Yeah. He's even got a spawn.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, at first, it was all good fun. GamerLegion, we're down to embrace the chaos. And now it is like, you know, it's getting to that point where you're kind of looking at the line and you're going, okay, let's not.
Can we win now?
Let's not actually lose this.
Another upper rush. That's ballsy.
It's not worked out for them so far, and it won't work out again. Locked out, shut down, damage done to Isaac. He's finished off by Reck. Malbs is now trying to have a bit of a say in this one as he's aggroed all the way through the lobby.
Great position. Does acoR check this? Surely not. No, he has no idea. He's walking in blindsided. He has no idea. Neither of them do. Oh, this actually could go worse for Malbs. The shadow, and acoR, he's going to clear him. That's so unfortunate. Felt like that was made for Malbs. 2 on 3. GamerLegion trying to do something very difficult. Gonna walk outside dry with this orb. Might just be going for a kill and then resetting lobby. Because Snax has gone back inside. Holding for aggression. I don't think acoR's going to get given much. Snax has even returned to ramp as well. There are timings available. Main's covered from hut roof. This just has to be them crunching upper into 2.
Oh, that's brutal. You've been seen. You've been tagged up.
Nice repos.
acoR's going to struggle to be given anything here. And so 1v3 back at main. They've got no cause to fight him. They can just play on the contact, and Slax will even drive the nail in by flanking around from behind. 2 rounds the difference here. The gap is closing.
The gap is closed.
Are making this happen.
The gap is closed.
And GamerLegion quaking in their boots. They were laughing at the halftime. They thought this one was a sitter. They thought it was done for, and it should have been. M80
It's looked...
Playing here with Def, man, like having to bring their coach into the fold, and they're making this work.
Yeah, and the recovery has been unbelievable. Look at reck, 21 and 15. What a star-studded performance from him. You know, this has been uninspiring on the T side. We've not seen a wall of smokes. Slax was going on about how he's farming them outside. Well, finally we get a wall down. Swishes over the top. Ooh, nice work. That's a beautiful spray. Break comes in, and there's more where that came from. Crossing past heaven, easier said than done. I'll jump over, but there's not much left in this round for GamerLegion. We've not seen them actually get to like secret with more than one player in this entire half. M80 do not make it easy. And this is a game that felt just done at halftime.
This was a game that felt done before the game even started, just because of the situation that M80 are in.
Dev's held his own. He's had multiple multi-kills on upper.
You know, I mean, you're never going to talk about it and be like, yeah, you know, he's defined the outcome of this game, but he has recovered individually. He has, like, put some important kills on the board in these top site hits. Not an easy place to find himself. Mal's dropped off here, but reck is there immediately to follow up with the trade. And dude, I mean, yeah, for Def, this might have started feeling pretty surreal, but now he's looking like a Rambo. Everything's coming in for M80.
That's why you never give up.
One round between them and GamerLegion.
You never give up, Harry. You never stop believing. Especially not in MR12. M80 are nipping at the heels of GL, who have yet to find a second round in this half. They found round number 3, their first buy, and nothing since. Quite a hot streak of 6 in a row. And now you've really got to call your way over the finish line, because you've let your individuals be loose, you've let acoR be free, you've gone for some pops on upper, nothing's worked. We need to see a slow, sophisticated, well-called mid-round here from GamerLegion.
It's almost like, you know, bringing yourself back down to that way of thinking is a hard thing to do, right? You went from dominating this game, and you kind of just want to get back to that wavelength, but it's unobtainable. You're not getting there.
Well, it was unrealistic to expect acoR to carry the entire game. He certainly did on CT side. We've got the wall down. Here we go. A mind game now, because M80 finally go passive. They don't challenge the wall. They don't know if anyone's down secret. For all they're concerned, it could be 4 players lower right now walking. So Swish is back garage. Malb starts B from ramp. So they know GL can't get the site, but it's weak in their upper hold. And that was already weak. It's really just been on reck and Def to go 1 for 1. He's in a good position to do so. And reck has been monstrous on hut roof most of the time, now backside. Gonna try split main. Molly is good. Def only just survives.
Gets his Molotov out before all is said and done. Reck with the spray transfer can't quite do it. Def does at least get the trade to leave this even in a 2v2. Malbs.
Oh my.
Oh, he's sneaking. He's moving in. acoR's back's turned. acoR is not looking the right way. Malbs doesn't go around the corner yet. He doesn't know what would have been waiting for him in the lobby. Now acoR is just homed in on this doorway. He's given himself one angle to worry about, and he will nail the shot. Slax, he kind of had a big uptick here on the AWP, finding his footing in this second half. But a 1v2 is asking a hell of a lot. acoR swung on, but Volt never discovered back of the hut. And so for Slax, there shouldn't be time to make this one happen. Volt falls away and plays it around the clock. Tech9 connects, but there isn't time. And so GamerLegion, they breathed a huge sigh of relief there. They thought this game was getting away from them, and they've just moved on to 12. They've just secured that tiny bit of levity, at least, of knowing that they've got an OT and that they're 1 round away from taking it all.
And honestly, they might still have to fight for it, because this next buy, losing 5 players like that off of a lost streak, they're not going to have everything. Oh, I do love this, though. Mac 10, are they going to rush upper now? That would be a ballsy call, considering how well M80 have shut it out. It was a nice ace split in the previous round. Okay, they won't full send it off of spawn, but they definitely want to go fast and grouped. Slax outside, smokes down. It looks like they do want to pop up, but that's a crucial opening kill.
Oh no, this is one of the times where Def hasn't gone 1 for 1, and so a new hero has to emerge, has to try and save the day. Swisher can't live up to it. And so now it's Slax and Malbs. Malbs coming in late. up into the heavens, flash through from his teammate back in the spawn. He's dropped in. He's in the site with them. 1 kill from Malbs. It's all on Slacks.
Big.
These players are low. The 5-7 could do it, but the MAC-10 is just throwing bullets downrange. And that will put a stop to M80's little Cinderella story comeback here. They're locked out of it. GamerLegion right their wrongs and secure the dub after all.
You've got to give it to M80 just for the resilience, holding on in that game and making it interesting, but it's still not enough in the long run. It's still GamerLegion doing what they were meant to do, just a little bit delayed.